Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Just a couple of things.
Today we are here to discuss how to rent your first house in Canada
And share our experiences with you guys. Let's check out the requirements for house hunting. Number one is Canadian credit history.
If you are a newcomer, it's obvious that you won't be having any Canadian credit history. So that was the same in our case as well. In such cases, it's better if you pay 4 to 6 months of rent in advance.
That's what we did. And number three is to get a good realtor.
And last but not the least, it's not mandatory, but it's preferable if either one of you in the family is having the job. Next are the things that you should look out for while house hunting. So the first one is the neighborhood. So do your own research, which type of neighborhoods are good or safe, and which neighborhoods are nearby to your work location for the ease of commute.
And next is type of house. There can be three type of houses like basement, condo, apartments. Basement, the rate of the rent of the basement is low, but it is not preferable because basement में आपको थोड़ा gloomy लग सकता है and depressing सा लग सकता है. Condos are usually expensive, but they are preferred over apartments because they have concierge and other maintenance services.
Third point to look out for is the utilities part in the rent. Some house rents may have utilities included in the rent itself, but those rents will be higher than the places where you need to make your own utility payments. Just do your own calculations and check if the extra rent payment is beneficial or not.
Fourth point to consider is budget. Usually, the rule of thumb is to have 5 to 7% of gross family income as your budget for the rent. अब हम देखते हैं the process. Once you get the realtor, have a set budget and the neighborhood, start looking for options yourself on websites such as condos.ca, realtor.ca and Kijiji, or you can get the listings from the realtor as well.
Next step is to start visiting the places that you have shortlisted. Ask your realtor to schedule your visits immediately after you like the listings you have seen on the websites.
Once you like the house, put an offer immediately. Putting an offer will not confirm the possession of the house yet. It is just like a commitment that you are serious about the house.
Another option is to put a conditional offer in case you need repairing to be done inside the house. So in this case, you will get an option to move in only after the said repairs are done inside the house.
Also, a point to remember here is you are not the only one who is putting an offer on the house. There will be others who will do the same, but the owner will decide whom to go forward with.
Also, just a suggestion here. So since you won't be having any Canadian credit history here, it will be difficult for you to put your case in front of the owner. That's the reason we suggested being ready to pay 4 to 6 months of rent in advance. This will give the owner a confidence in you, and you might have better chance of getting the house. Sometimes people are ready to overpay for the rent. So in order to boost your chances of getting the house, it's as we suggested earlier, be ready to pay 4 to 6 months of rent in advance. This will increase your chances of getting the house. Then comes the paperwork. The realtor will let you know what all documents are required for you to sign the lease. The minimum and mandatory requirement for you is to pay the first month and last month rent in advance, and you have to do that before you move into the house. And also, if you have promised any more advances, that you need to pay those before you move into the house. In our case, we had agreed to pay 4 months of rent in advance, that is first 2 months rent and the last 2 months rent. So we did that before we could move into the house.
Unlike India, you don't have to pay the brokerage or the deposit here. Deposit हमने बस key fob का pay किया था शायद, that is $250, and अगर आप मूव इन करने के बाद वहाँ कोई यूटिलिटीज़ है, then you will have to transfer those to yourself.
So this is it. If you found the video useful, please press the like button.
This is not the end of the video. This is just part 1. Part 2 में हम अपना home tour देंगे और भी details के बारे में बोलेंगे. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. To share our experiences our experiences. Is Canadian credit history, but if you are a newcomer,
कशाला हे बोललीस?
once you have काय बोल ना ते
तुला
यार
काय म्हणते विसरलोस, ब्लँक झालं.
असंच होतं. तू कसं लगेच केव्हा मी ते चालू केलं यार.
The next step is to start visiting